Hekate is the goddess of the liminal space, divine femininity, dark feminine, witchcraft, magic, lost souls, and the crossroads. A transformational goddess, Hekate helps lost souls reach their destination, to get to where they need to be. She helps you become your most powerful and aligned self. She's really like a motherly figure. Like, don't take crap from nobody. You matter. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to make yourself happy. And you need to be your most powerful self. That's the message I get from her. That's the energy I get from her. She doesn't play games, okay? Hekate doesn't play games. When she works with somebody, it's to really empower you. And some of the things you'll be facing are really intense things. She works with you when you are ready to face those things. Like, she's gonna get you to your next level. And that's exactly how I feel right now. Like, I am up leveling completely. She gives you this courage to take on these challenges that you know are going to help you. They're gonna get you to where you need to be, which is what she does. If she's like super important in your chart, she's gonna have a big impact in your life. And depending on the current transits, she will be activated at some point. That was a little intro. It was the perfect introduction to Hekate and her energy. Now let's get into what it means in your astrology chart. You can look her up on astro.com. She is asteroid number 100 if she is conjunct some of your planets or points. This means that you will most likely struggle with themes of self-worth and empowerment and feeling empowered in your life. Probably stemming from childhood, your self-worth took a big hit. And Hekate conjunct your planets or points is here to help you with that. It's here to give you that power within yourself that you can tap into. Another major theme of Hekate is bridging the gap between the physical and the spiritual. Hekate is the goddess of the liminal space, the space in between the physical to the spiritual, or from the spiritual to the physical, whatever you're struggling with most. But she wants you to focus on you first. She wants you to pick yourself up off the floor and realize that you have the power. It lies within you and it just needs to be unlocked. How do you unlock it? Her placement in your birth chart gives you insights on how you can tap into this energy. So if it's conjunct your sun, this is all about your identity, your purpose, your mission. This is about your true identity, who you are underneath all the layers that you put out to the world. Who are you truly? Who is your authentic self? This is about your mission here, your purpose here. What are you here to do? Energetically and in the 3D world, what are you here to do? What are you here to accomplish? This is how you're going to bridge that gap. This is how you're going to get through transitions, is deconditioning from the things you thought you were and truly finding out who you are and what you're here to do. If she's conjunct your moon, this is about your emotional security and inner happiness. When you're going through tough transitions or facing challenges that have to do with your power and putting your foot down and standing up for yourself, you have to look within. It's not anything on the outside. It's about how you're feeling inside. Are you meeting your emotional needs, or are you putting other people first? Your way through getting through transitions and empowering yourself, softening your edges, and learning to live a heart-centered life. And this is how you're going to empower and help others through their hard transitions. But remember, you got to focus on you first, because you can't help anybody unless you're doing the inner work. Hekate Conjunct Mercury. This is about using your voice. This is about expressing yourself. Teaching, learning, communication. Have you found a healthy outlet for your self-expression? What are you here to communicate to people? You need to find that outlet in order to get through these transitions and in order to bridge the gap between the physical and the spiritual. It's so important for you to use your voice, to learn to speak from the heart, and to empower others in this way. Hekate Conjunct Venus. This is about how we connect with other people and the world in general. Connection is essential, and especially for you with this conjunction. This is all about self-empowerment through connection with others. You need that connection to be able to rise up and transition into that next level, to get through the challenges that you will encounter. You need those people. What do you truly need to feel connected? Are you able to receive love? Are you able to give love? If there's any challenges in your love life, Hekate is asking you to look at those, work through those, put up your boundaries or let people in. Figure out what it is you need to feel connected and fulfilled. Hekate Conjunct Mars. This is about your willpower, your motivation, that fire within you that gets you to do something, take action. You may be lacking some of that. So your journey to self-empowerment and to making it through the transitions is to find what is it that motivates you internally. You can look to the sign that your Mars is in. That'll give you a clue, and the house. Hekate Jupiter. Jupiter is all about expanding what you are and what you know. Are you open to learning new things and having new experiences? Because this is how you're going to get through transitions. Jupiter represents our perspectives, our thoughts, our beliefs. It also represents a guru, a teacher. So you could find yourself in the presence of someone who literally enlightens you to your own power. So your journey to self-empowerment is through exploring the unknowns, tapping into your intuition, and expanding your consciousness. Hekate Uranus. Uranus represents our need for authenticity, individuation. So this emphasizes a need for you to stop the people-pleasing, take off your mask, and be the real you, and go down your own path. Be uniquely and unapologetically you. Usually when we're faced with the pressure of the collective, it's really hard and we end up conforming to what other people are doing because we want to fit in or we want to just be accepted. But Hekate here is encouraging you to take a stand. Don't conform. Be the one that sticks out, because this is how you're going to get through those transitions, get through those challenging times where you have lost your power. This is how you're going to get it back and eventually help people do the same. Hekate Conjunct Neptune. Neptune represents our need to experience the mystical, the spiritual, and the ethereal. It represents the overall theme of transcendence. So Hekate here is encouraging you to see beyond your physical senses. Transcend the physical into the spiritual, transcending your physical self and expanding your compassion and empathy for others and the world at large. So where in your chart is Hekate asking you to transcend this physical 3D reality? Your journey to self-empowerment is about tuning into your intuition and or your psychic senses that alters your reality in a profound way. Hekate Conjunct Pluto. Pluto is about transforming our deepest fears and karmic loops into a powerful purpose. It's about facing your deepest fears and letting go of things that are no longer serving you in this lifetime. Pluto has a lot to do with previous lifetimes. So those fears come from those previous lifetimes. That's why sometimes they're unexplainable fears. These things can be so deeply submerged in the subconscious, unseen, and quietly controlling your life in the background. Hekate here is about exploring these deep subconscious fears and transmuting them into your purpose. You have to go below surface level in order to reach these energies. Hekate here is telling you that this is what you need to do in order to empower yourself, find your self-worth, and make it through those challenging transitions in life, and eventually help others do the same. Hekate North Node. So the North Node represents the kind of energy you're supposed to be learning how to embody in this lifetime. It's brand new for you. You haven't experienced this kind of energy before, and that's why it's completely out of your comfort zone. But the North Node is about soul growth. It's about going into those experiences that are challenging and very foreign at first, but in the long run, they're going to accelerate your soul evolution here. So your journey to self-empowerment is through stepping into your discomfort and immersing yourself in these new experiences. Hekate South Node. The South Node is your comfort zone and habitual ways of being. They feel very easy for us because it's what we know. So Hekate here is telling you to learn how to balance both your past and your present life talents, maybe bringing some of those past life talents and gifts into this present life and utilizing them in your self-empowerment journey. Dig into your past life knowledge and gifts and see what can help you now and in the future. Hekate Chiron. Chiron is about our wounds, sensitivities, and healing abilities. It's about digging into these childhood experiences that we experienced a wound in order to heal them, to nurture them, and to turn them into tremendous healing gifts. Chiron is where your most powerful healing gifts lie. So Hekate here indicates your journey to self-empowerment is about owning up to your weirdness and sensitivities, nurturing them, transmuting them into healing gifts for the world. Overall, Hekate is a very powerful goddess, and if you have her in your chart, it's definitely something to look into and learn about her. There's lots of videos on YouTube describing more in depth about Hekate goddess mythology. all that stuff so you can learn more. I believe these asteroids are super important. They can reveal deep energies that are dormant within us that we can learn to start tapping into by locating where it is in our chart, how it's interacting with the rest of our chart. So let me know down below where you have Hekate in your chart.